Hi everyone, welcome to the Oak Hill Industrial Railroad. Let's do some switching. Well, good morning and Happy New Year everybody. Actually narrating this Saturday afternoon on the deck. I'm hoping that the wind chimes don't get too loud, but it's been a bunch of train activity going by. We'll see if we hear any during this narration of a 20-minute video. So I've got to pick up where I left off. First thing we have to do is to put the 3 cars we just pulled from Cedar Heights onto the passing siding so we can run around the train and switch Ohio Firebrick. I made one of my frequent trips to the dermatologist on Thursday. I've had a lot of skin cancers removed over the past 25 years. When I was checking out, the lady looked at me and she said, "Do you watch Red Green?" I said, "Well, yeah." She said, "You sound just like him." Like I say, I'm going to have to do something about these wind chimes. Getting pretty loud. Might have to move off the deck. Fortunately, at the moment, it's not raining. There's a train coming. I'll bet you there have been 4 in the last hour. Now they're trying to give everybody New Year's Day off and run all the trains to the terminals. It's going to be a little bit longer session. I will tell you in advance that what you're seeing is exactly what happened. Nothing unusual happened. I filmed it in one continuous session. No editing at all. I didn't struggle with a coupler tool. I didn't derail any cars. I didn't do anything unusual. So it's about 23 minutes long, I think. Again, like you said, the real railroad would probably take over an hour to do the same thing. Should be able to hear that horn. Northbound. Might have heard Ferdinand. I think the wet roads are making the vehicle traffic a lot louder too. now we have the 3 cars on the passing siding, we can run around the train, pick up the caboose and the boxcar. Hopefully you can hear that train going by. This time of year I can see the top of it if I look in the right spot. I'm standing on the deck. One little shower I'm waiting to pass before I can walk Chance. Actually, my wife and I packed up the dogs and drove to Chillicothe yesterday. A Chance just did not, with all the noise and commotion there, he's definitely appreciates normalcy, I guess is what I'd say it. He just did not do very well. He hid in the room away from people. Then I don't have a backyard, fenced in backyard. I can let him out up there. So I had to keep taking him for walks, and he wouldn't eat his food. He just stressed out. Didn't go to the bathroom. So this morning, after a kind of a sleepless night, I packed the dogs up and came back to Georgetown. And tomorrow I will go back and pick up my wife while they can have their big family celebration tonight without having to worry about the animals. It's about 2 hours and 40 minutes if you go through Cincinnati. Pretty good sized train, just now receding into the distance of the tail ends crossing under I-75 to the Georgetown yard. So the work we have to do at Firebrick, obviously we're dropping off this boxcar and we're picking up another one. We're going to drop this in spot 1, we have to pick up the one in spot 2. What I'm going to do first, you're going to see here in a minute, I'm going to place the boxcar on the siding, and then I'm going to spot the caboose back on the main line so we can put everything together to head to Chillicothe later. But we'll do that in the next video, head to Chillicothe for the interchange. This one's going to be long enough as it is. I appreciate all the New Year's wishes, and look forward to a lot more videos in 2023, seeing what I get into. Finishing standard elevator. And don't know if I will get into another major build or not, which would mean, replacing Chillicothe. The good thing about the whole situation is I'm not forced to do anything. It's not like I'm moving. I have to tear the layout down. It's just something, it's my choice whether I want to do it or not. So leave the boxcar right there. The snow in the backyard is completely gone. As I was driving home today, there's still a lot of drifts, places where it blew and drifted. They're still there, but this warm temperature and the rain, it's pretty much gone. Hopefully you can't hear my footsteps. I'm wandering around the backyard to stay away from the wind chimes. Trying to walk softly and carry a big shovel, looking for dog waste. And Ferdinand is following me around. You can hear him every now and then. I should have pushed the caboose down farther. I don't know why I continually make this same mistake. Because when the real railroads put a car there and have to set the brakes, they don't want to have to unset it and move it 100 feet. They go ahead and push it the 100 feet the first time. That's the difference between me and a professional railroader, I guess. I'll explain why. I should have pushed the caboose farther when I get the other boxcar from the spur. So now if the gates are open, you can push into the Ohio Firebrick and pull the car that's in spot 2. I can't remember if I said this in the narrating of part 1, but had problems with a couple spurs not moving, like the Charrington scrap. in the car in spot 3. So I said something to my friend Fran about it, and he suggested I raise the number of moves in JMRI. So I did, and then my train got to be way too long. So I reset the train and kept playing with it. So the next time I switch Oak Hill, you'll see those cars move. I need to keep the cars because the length of the passing side trains between maybe, maximum of 6, absolute maximum of 6 cars. So now we're going to pull the N&W car out and spot it couple it onto the caboose. Yes, tell us all about it, Ferdinand. Just open the door and put him inside. Won't hear from him again. This simplified Norfolk and Western paint scheme is the last one that they used before they started painting everything Norfolk Southern. Doesn't have the big block NW on it. So it's one of the more modern cars on my layout. So you can see the caboose is straddling the runaround, the switch for the runaround. That's why I should have put it farther down. So I'm going to have to do that now. Because when I build the train, it'd save me some move if I did, some distance if I had just gone ahead and pushed it on farther down. I sat back up on the porch and there's the daggone wind chimes starting up again. If I stand in the yard, they're quiet. So now we're going to push this boxcar into spot 1. I do not have the spots labeled. In the picture I took of this place, it was actually closed, but the loading dock was still there. I couldn't see any labels, but it could actually have been on the dock, because they had enough spaces for, gosh, I don't know, 7 or 8 boxcars there. So I may actually put a little label on them at some point this year, since it's only me operating, and 99% of the time it's not that big a deal. Well, I got another northbound train coming. Not that much more time in the video, but maybe you'll get a chance to hear it. So we're going to end the video after the engine pulls outside the gates and we shut the gates. Pick up in part 3 next weekend. We'll put the train together and run to Chillicothe for the interchange. And since I made that change in JMRI, be bringing back a little bit bigger train than we have been lately. We'll see how that's going to work out. Don't think you're going to get to hear the other northbound train. The video is going to end. Hope everybody had a fantastic, fun New Year's Eve. There he is. Can't hear him. Good way to end the video. Stay safe, everybody.